I am in the Facebook Live to speak about some issues which is spreading in online platform very quickly, and it is made a controversial in the state. So first of all, I would keep my conversation in English to make understand all the language speaking people. And one declaration I would like to make: my statement is not to make anyone community to make them hurt, or to make any communities to be set. So my conversation is basically on the basis of historical facts and evidence which is already in the journals of government of Tripura and in the government of India as well, and in the many historical books as well. So first of all, recently a history book which is being teaching in the Tripurauniversity in distance mode, it is the political science of Tripura, and in that book one chapter is there, and there are some historical facts which is written by some historian and which is not matching with the real history of Tripura, especially the kingdom. And in that history book we have seen that the writer is some of J.P. Mandal, and he writes that about 550 years the state of Tripura was ruled by the Bengali ruler, and the tribal community have come from the Burma, and the kind Bengali ruler have given the settlement to the tribal people of Tripura. So that history written by that J.P. Mandal is not accepted, because on what ground and on what basis this has been written? If he would not have aware about the history, real history of the Tripura and real history of our kingdom, he do not have the right, and he do not have the right point to write this kind of misguiding history. Because we all know that according to the Rasmala and some evidence, our Tripura state was ruled by the 184 kingdom, independent 184 kingdom, and this was completely thousands years ago. And in the meantime we already know, on the basis of evidence, on the basis of archaeological sites, our state was ruled by the 184 kingdom. So in that in that time, how could that ruler came to Tripura and how could he rule? So the history written by that J.P. Mandal is completely baseless and evidenceless. This is the part of J.P. Mandal who wrote. Okay, now come to the point of publishers, those who have published this history in the in the distance mode education in Tripurauniversity. This is for them, that there is a core committee to review the books. Before publishing, they would have to review the books. They should have proper knowledge before publishing the book, as our government of Tripura journals and many evidence, and our museum have also many evidence which is clearly written that about our Tripura kingdom, and how many kingdoms have ruled and how many years have ruled by our Tripura kingdom. So the publishers who have published that, and the review, the members of the core committee who have reviewed that book, I think they are intentionally have done this, or they have done less knowledge about the Tripura history. If they know properly about the Tripura history, they won't publish that kind of misguiding history about the Tripura. And I don't have to show the evidence or proof of the history, because everybody knows. If you go to the Ujjain place, you will find. If you go to the Rasmala, you will find. If you go to any of the government history, you will find that actual fact about the Tripura history. So there is no point that someone has come that written like this, in this kind of misinformation about our Tripura history. And another thing, anybody can write anything. Okay, JP Mandal have write another thing, I can write another history, you can write another history. My point is that whoever published that book has to have the proper knowledge and has to have proper review about that book. Before them, they don't have to publish that book. And today, for that issue only, we have met to the Vice Chancellor of Tripura University and Registrar of Tripura University and Director of Distance Education, and we discuss details in about that issues, and we gave them evidence, and we explained everything about the history of Tripura, and they told us that they will look into the matter and immediately they will find the solution, and they will rectify their mistakes. And immediately in evening we met to the Deputy CM and we discussed all the issues, and he also assures us to make the history correctly, and we would like to thank them that they responded very well and they cooperated with us very good manner. So I would like to inform, and I would like to aware everyone that we should do the proper history of Tripura, especially the kingdom of Tripura who have ruled us. We do not have the point to misguide anyone, and those who are doing this misguiding history intentionally, they are, I would like to warn them that if they will make this kind of misguiding again and again, we will not keeping silent, and we are just planning to we are just planning to organize some big movements or some big kind of issues against them. If they will make this kind of problems or this kind of misguided history or any kind of if they will inform me any kind of fake things or fake history or anything, we will not keep silence, we will speak against them, and we will do whatever required. So this is my few facts about the history of Tripura, and we have to go through the proper history of Tripura, and we don't have to properly blindly believe anyone that he has written like this and he has written like this and we should follow that. We should do the proper history.